Welcome to the Datamine Extravaganza, guys. This is a bonus news episode because there's so many datamines with this update, and I am going to talk about them with my brother Khasino. And if you're ready for it, Khasino, tell him what to do, brother.
I didn't have anything ready for this. Let's get it.
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here. I am back once again with my partner in crime, Khasino. What is up, man? It's like deja vu. We were just talking about the news, and there's so much news on this datamines that we got to talk about. There's so many things. So many things. Yes, hey, there's a tiger butt in your shot there.
Yeah, that happens. You're probably pretty used to this being from Texas.
I think so. Tigers walking around in the backyard and just killing stuff. But let's get to these data mines, because that news video went long, and we didn't even get to talk about the data mines because there's so many of them. So
yeah, we can do like a whole news video on the data mines.
This might be a whole news video as well. So bonus for you guys out there. All right, here we go. Cull Obsidian's in-game portrait. We see that now. We've seen Proxima and Cull because they are in the game. You see some of their gear there. All right. This thing I am pretty happy with. Reach player level 85, 90. Well, not that part. I think we all knew this was coming for a while. Where is it? Log in for 780 days and 60 days up to 4,320 now. Personally, I don't know how long I've been playing anymore, because I think it stops at 720, and right. I have no idea how long I've been playing because that achievement is gone. So I'm glad that they're adding this one right here.
Yeah, not only are they adding it in, but so basically they're overhauling the achievements, which has long been necessary. And so these are actually part of, you'll see as we get farther down. Look at where the scroll bar is, my God. But so right,
it's all the way up here.
I know. It's great. But so they overhauled the achievements, and there's a lot of them. So this is just like some of the preliminary ones, where these ones were just expanded ones that already exist, but they changed some rewards for stuff going forward, which I'm happy about. But yeah, they added in, if you see there, they added every 60 days up to 4,320. So mark your calendars. Officially, the game is going to end in like 11 years.
It's like a Mayan calendar. It's the MSF calendar.
Yep, they made enough money off of the month of the Fix MSF movement that they're good for at least 11 more years.
Then MSF Part 2 is coming out.
Yes. On the new mobile implant devices we'll all have.
All right, blitzing. I think this happens with every new character.
Yes.
Doesn't really mean too much. Yeah,
yep,
it looks like
I do want to just repeat that for people who get confused. They do, whenever, you're exactly right, whenever they put a new character in the game, they program a blitz in with them. And some people take the wrong thing away from that and are like, oh, so-and-so confirmed blitz release. It's in the data mine. Like, there's always people that start spreading that around. Again, if they're not a legendary, they always program them in a blitz, because sometimes they do blitzes for characters way down the road. So like, we know for a fact Proxima is a campaign event, but Proxima has a blitz being programmed in. It's actually just up from what you're looking at.
So someday, maybe.
Right. It's so that if a year from now they want to do a Proxima blitz, they don't have to go, all right, does someone go make the art for that and make what the email would be and all that. Like, they just do it all and put it in, and then they can summon it whenever. So yeah, just seeing a new character have a blitz in the game, datamine doesn't mean that they're a blitz release.
Interesting. They already have the Cull Obsidian blitz in there as well, and they're calling him Dwarf. They're calling him a Dwarf. Dwarf is back.
Dwarf Star, but yeah, because I think his name in the comics is Black Dwarf, which is based on type of the star. But the reason that his stuff is in the game, he's probably just kill switched, which means like what his kit is in the data mine, his portrait's in the data mine. He's going to appear, I'm sure, in the Proxima campaign. So he's in the game. We just can't see him because he's not going to be made available.
The rumors I heard about Cull Obsidian was that all three of these characters were supposed to be released this patch, but as we know, coronavirus, a lot of stuff is getting pushed back. So I think they originally intended for him to be released in this patch.
They probably had some dead space where the Black Widow movie was supposed to be, and we're like, hold one of the Black Order members, and keep Ironheart on hand, and we'll push Ebony Maw back. That's 3, right? All right, nailed it. Maybe Beast if we need him.
You know what? You say that could be why, because they have a dead gap where there's no Taskmaster Black Widow rework, so they needed to make this one patch into maybe 2 patches or so.
Right.
So, okay, that does make sense. All right, loading screen. Anything?
These are just little tips. Yeah.
Okay, like the normal stuff. System. Marvel Strike Force may collect personal information for purposes providing this app. This is just like a privacy thing. Is that something we've already opted into, or is that just assumed because we are playing this game?
Yeah, basically you agree whenever you start playing. Like it once you start playing, like you can stop playing at any time and like have all your information deleted. But yeah, they're basically saying like, hey, these are the terms of if you want to use our app, you don't have to.
Gotcha.
It's voluntary, but I think that's a Scopely thing. Of like, hey, this is how we do stuff around here. Send out
collecting your information, guys.
Yeah, it's they're just trying to figure out how to sell people stuff. So this is probably for their internal numbers. I don't know what they are and aren't collecting, but it's probably stuff like, okay, it looks like males ages between 24 and 36 who live in the Midwest have a tendency to buy more offers on Tuesday afternoons. So we're gonna, just crap like that.
Just trying to figure out how to part ways with our, figure out how to get us to part ways with our money.
Yep, people get all worried about, like, oh, they're tracking me. Like they first off, they don't have access. But even if they did, like, they don't care who you're texting. They don't care what your Facebook messages say. No, they're just like, how do we get them to buy some more offers? So.
Names of the abilities. Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight are ready in the game. So is Thanos with his empowered state. The names: Cull Obsidian, Devastating Cleave, Obsidian Guard, Culling the Weak, and Payback. Not too exciting there. All right. Looks like Hydra Sniper won the voting online, and then he's coming with this precise shot blitz. Yep. Interesting stuff there. Scientist Supreme looks like she also won the voting. Oh, and by the way, if you have not already voted for Sif, vote for Sif on the Facebook, because she has a blitz potentially coming up, and hopefully that comes up before this event.
Now I actually want to mention this. I personally have Hela where I need her for Ebony Maw, and I'm actively farming Sif. Well, at least I'm very close, and I can farm her node, so I'll be fine on Hela. And I need more Sif, so I want Sif to win. But there actually are people who fall into the opposite camp where they have access to the war store just like everyone else, so they can farm Sif, but they're not quite to the point where they can get so far in the villain campaign that they can farm Hela. And the other characters are, Arena Store or Raid Store or whatever, easy to get. So there are some people who it's Hela is what will hold them back. I think Sif is going to win, especially with people perceiving that Sif is the harder farm than Hela, even though she's easier. But there are players who just didn't have like strong enough AIM or Sinister Six or Hydra teams to get to Hela and villain campaign. So vote for who you need.
I'm voting for Sif. I'm voting for Sif. I guess you could vote for whoever is going to be more beneficial for you. Challenges, anything in this is pretty wordy. I haven't read all these data mines.
It's not actually challenges. Those are just the event descriptions for the Proxima event.
Okay. What do we need? We need
the top one is hard mode.
Okay, level 60. Gear tier 9, ability level 5. So later game players pretty easy.
Yep, and it's cosmic characters.
All right, cool. Chaos Theory, earn tons of promotion credits. So this is that Wakandan Red Star event that they've been talking about for a while. Doesn't tell too much about it though. Gather your Wakandan warriors to collect promotion credit tokens.
Can you requires scroll up for me for just a sec? 4, then 5. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay.
Got it. I'm looking at this screen and then I'm seeing what's actually showing on here. So
no worries. I heard you say earn tons of promotion credits. I wanted to make sure that's how they're wording it, because I have a bad feeling that they're going to give us like 5. Tons. And so if it says earn, right?
Tons.
If it says
tons.
Tons better be more than like 5. I want to see like 100. But and so the event requirement's 4, then 5. What it is until the 5-star difficulty level. Shuri is not available less than 5, so it'll be the 4 Wakandans.
Got it.
Various star levels.
Got it. Seeing double. All right, so this is what was talked about in the milestone, not the second anniversary for the double shards. So these are the characters that are going to have the double shards. No date on this when this is going to be, but Hela, Okoye, Falcon, Colossus, Psylocke, America Chavez, Green Goblin, Shocker, Mr. Fantastic, Scientist Supreme, AIM Security, AIM Assaulter, and Hydra Sniper. So I guess if they got a rework as well, because some of these are older characters.
I had the exact same thing. I got to the bottom and I was like, wait a second. And then I read up and it says released or updated. So yeah. Yep. So I had the same thing.
This is what's happening with it.
Yep.
Daily.
And it's probably soon. Because all the other 2-year anniversary stuff is like in the next like week, roughly. So it's probably pretty close.
So it looks like they are changing the dailies. Complete 2 battles in raids, 2 battles in Ultimates raids, 2 war energy. I'm not sure how you could do that on a daily basis, considering how war is right now. So
good point.
Raid battles, 14 consecutive days to earn character shards of the Sinister 6 controller. Is this a new character or is it one of the older characters, maybe like Mysterio or someone? And is this going to be replacing Wolverine?
So so if you look at the next 2, there's like login 20 days gold from your calendar, 18 days power cores from your premium calendar. We've seen them do offers where they give like something over a certain amount of days. So that to me just reads as like Mysterio is going to get an offer that will be cheaper if you get a few of his shards every day.
Okay.
So that's all I'm taking from that. So this is all about live PvP. But this
classic draft. I love anything live PvP related.
So this actually, I don't mind this, but so I thought live PvP, like the pick ban would be a little bit different. I'm not sure why, but like reading this is forcing me to realize that live PvP is actually going to have it's not going to be like arena or anything else. It's going to be a very unique challenge to beat players. There's going to be a lot of.
I'm hoping it's not a rock paper scissors game.
No,
please tell
but
me it's not that. Okay.
It's not. But so I like I said, I come from League of Legends, and if you watch how like those pro games go, a lot is decided by pick ban. There's there's a bunch of top tier picks, but the characters that kind of rise to the top are flex picks, not characters that require other characters. But you're gonna go back and forth, alternating with your team, like you and the opponent. So a perfect example is like, let's say you wanted to run the Thanos Ebony Maw combo. If I saw you pick Ebony Maw, I could pick Thanos because I would go next, just to make sure you don't get him.
Okay, so if you get a character, I draft the next character, so there's no duplicate characters.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll give you the short version. So first, we're just gonna pick. It doesn't say how many bans there are, but there's just gonna be bans. I get to look at your roster and choose who's globally unavailable. We don't know how many, but so the first thing is I'll just be able to look at your roster and be like, neither of us can pick, Falcon, Captain Marvel, or Hela. Those 3 are off limits for both of us. Okay. And then we'll alternate picking, and it might do like pick 1, then the other person picks 2, then you pick 2. I don't know. I would assume it would just be back, forth, but I don't know. So we'll alternate picking. But so again, there's going to be a lot of strategy in the picking because like, now you really can't set up like, oh, I'm going to have Star-Lord on the edge and I'll put so-and-so next to him. Like if you put Star-Lord on the edge, your plan needs to include like, well, I can get 2 or 3 different people to go next to him depending on who else gets picked. But you're going to need people that are good in various spots on the team and good paired with various characters. So it's going to be a very interesting, a very different game mode than what we were expecting. For sure. Again, the pick ban phase is gonna have a lot to do with it. You can basically cost yourself a match in pick ban if you do it poorly.
Now this is kind of interesting because there's no rewards right now. So basically, you're just playing for fun with your friends. So I mean, you could ban just all crappy characters and just have like a test kind of match. Yes.
You can have fun, but people are going to be doing it competitively, and it's Foxnex has said they want to turn this into a competitive game mode that they can like put good prizes behind and stuff. They just aren't going to immediately roll it out. They're going to make sure that it's bug free, make sure everyone is enjoying it and people can play it how they want, and then they might at a later date turn it into a more competitive node. But there's something in here that I did not see coming that's not in other games of this type, and it's that right there.
Reject.
The reject phase. So that is after a pick has been made, you'll get to go in and then say, no, take that one off. Neither of us are using that character.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Could be interesting. I mean, if it's not a friendly match and it's really competitive, that's a lot of strategy with this thing right there.
Yep, and it gets even crazier too. If you keep going, look at the turn timer. This again, I wasn't expecting. The timer for your first turn, you get 3 minutes to plot out how you want the match to go and how you want to take your first turn. I don't imagine everyone will need a full 3 minutes, but you can really take your time and walk through like how each set of moves could go. But once you've made your first turn, you get 15 seconds between turns. So you got to have the plan and be willing to adapt on the fly. And then you have a timer. You have 15 seconds and you have to confirm your action. If you don't confirm your action, the AI will act for you. And if you miss 3 actions, you just forfeit.
Oh,
I know. This is going to be...
This is hard. This is hardcore, man.
It is, but I've been thinking this whole time, like, oh, I can't wait for live PvP. I'm finally going to show people. I'm going to whoop that ass. I'm going to show all these bad players. They don't know what they're talking about. And while I'm very confident in my ability to, like, once I'm in a match, navigate how I want to play it out, because of how much you can now structure your pick ban phase to, force your opponent into an opportunity where it's like, well, I'm either going to get, say, Captain Marvel or Loki, and, they can only pick one of them away from me, things like that. Like, it's just, it's a lot more strategic than I was expecting.
Interesting. Yeah, you got to know all these characters, kids, like, by memory, just because your best character might get banned, or your best team and combo might get banned.
Oh, yeah.
If the players have 8 moves, if the battle timer expires, players have 8 moves to complete combat. If after this, both players have surviving characters, play with the most surviving characters is deemed a victor. So this sort of like war, not really though.
Well, it keeps going, but yeah.
If both players have equal number of surviving characters, the player that dealt the most damage is deemed a victor. If both players have the same damage dealt, the player with the highest single attack damage is deemed a victor. So Killmonger, be very good. Potentially Graviton if you have a bunch of debuffs, because they have some potentially very damaging attacks.
Now it might, when it says single attack, it doesn't say single target. So something like a Black Bolt ult might be the most damage from a single attack. But the other thing I'm seeing is we'll see what strategies people come up with. But I'm seeing like Phoenix potentially a liability. If people can force overtime, Phoenix is going to die early on. That's a definite not surviving character that could count against you if it goes to overtime and it comes down and it's alive. Just food for thought.
That ultimate's going to have to really be something special for that. All right. Anything here? This looks like a bunch of code in here.
It's not so much code, but it's just all of the just generic text for like, accepting a match, declining a match, already being in a match. Yeah, it's just all text that they're going to use when you're actually setting up a match. It's nothing particularly interesting in there.
Leads me to believe that this was supposed to be on this patch as well.
Well, I think they intended for it to at least be like in farther along in testing. And they do this where they lay the groundwork for stuff that they don't plan to have ready quite yet. One thing I will mention is you'll see this. There's a couple things. We just talked about classic draft, but in there is battle with character power limits, and then there's also another one, battle with boosted characters. So battle with character power limits and battle with boosted characters are 2 different solutions to, hey, your roster's bigger than mine.
Yeah. There's
one option of we can just make it so that only characters below this power are allowed in, or you can have battle with boosted characters, like, hey, catch my characters up to yours for the most part so that it's an even match, something like that. So we'll see. I want to see what the values are. I still don't see why they don't have an all things equal mode. I still think they need an all things equal mode. But
yeah, they should have that third option there. Just if you're going to get someone brand new in the game and they want to get into it, you should be able to compete. Or I would like to compete with newer players, but you know the rosters just don't allow that right now. So even with boosted characters and downgraded.
Right.
characters,
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. There might just be advantages in T4s and stuff that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, more heroes. These are just some little blurbs about each of these new characters.
Yeah, their descriptions, yeah.
Update legendary events. We know this stuff. This was announced previously, so I guess they're going to announce it in game very soon about some delays. Strife going to Blitz.
They had a date there. I forget if this was in the devlog, but April 27th, 5 p.m. for Black Bolt, and then late May instead of mid-May for Ebony Maw.
Okay. I thought it was, but I could be remembering that.
Just in case, or if people haven't heard it before.
Okay. Cool. Strife available in the Blitz Orb. This should be tomorrow or today, depending when you're watching this. But this was known last week from the dev blog. Black Order. More info on Proxima Midnight. Just a general description. This went out already. Okay. This one, what is this one?
Same
Black Order event. Okay. When it's starting and it's already in game, so you could check the countdown in game right there with that. Red stars. This is notice that the increased drop rate is ending, and it is going on right now as we were talking.
What's the end day? It's right above that.
I don't know.
Oh, just for a limited time. Okay, never mind. I thought it might give an end date.
Okay. More achievements. Oh, let me scroll down.
They've
been added. So yeah, this is. Oh, okay. Added achievements to rank up characters beyond 725 times. So yeah, it's kind of going in conjunction with the datamine that we saw previously about these more achievements coming to the game. So yeah, it looks like that is pretty set on right there.
Wait, but so I did the same thing you're doing, which is I was like, all right, got it. They updated the achievements, and I kept scrolling. Someone pointed out to me they're changing the rewards once you hit a certain point. So look, rewards.
Okay, yes, you did mention this. You did mention this when we were talking about the other sections. So I guess let's read this. Rewards for rank up characters beyond 725 times. It's been changed from the Hulk shards and gold to gold orb fragments and campaign energy. So that's useful for people that already have Hulk maxed out. Login achievements has been extended beyond the 720 days. So that's personally what I'm looking forward to, because I'm not sure how long I've been playing at this point. Rewards for logging in have been changed from Hulk shards and gold to red star orb fragments and power cores. Good. Right. Better than the Hulk shards.
Right, there we go.
And that's coming from me, the biggest content creator Hulk fan that this game has. So I'm glad that they're getting rid of those Hulk shards achievement login achievements. We read that already. Character origin collection achievements added for additional achievements for recruiting the character members of the various tags right there. And we'll receive gold orb fragments and power quartz for that. So cool.
Yep. So yeah, so once you start hitting these late game achievements, they're like, all right, we get it. You don't need Hulk shards anymore. Have some good stuff.
Thank you.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Deep space energy used to launch enter the Black Order mission. So I guess that's what it's gonna be called for the Proxima Midnight event. The Bloodstone file missions. Hunter
this
energy.
One's weird. That's Elsa Bloodstone's character event campaign. I'm just kind of confused by that one. They might just be bringing her character event campaign back. Like every once in a while, they just bring a random one back. You know, with them not having as much content planned because they had to push stuff back for the movie. I don't know why he included that, other than to make me think like maybe they're bringing Elsa's campaign event back. That's weird.
Deep space orb fragments for the event campaign. So that's what they will be called. We'll see in a little bit if we know which characters or character traits are going to be in their store. Update due to this difficult period of time. Every offer in the store will be discounted an additional 19%. Ooh.
Keep it classy, Fox X.
I guess that's a good thing. But weird that they choose at 19, considering the name of the virus that's going around.
I assume that's what they're going for. It's like, this is our way of showing support.
Yeah. Interesting. Raid health packs. Giant raid health will take down Ultimus. I guess this is a store stuff that
just a new raid
there. All right, so difficulty settings. Let me click on this. Got a good shot of this.
There's a lot in there, and there's a bunch of screenshots, but it's just, I would say just go to my server if you want to really understand what you're looking at here. But it's just explaining the raid difficulty slider. The percent core stats goes from 20. There's 4 notches: 20, 30, 40, and 50. So it goes all the way up to 50% core stats. And in the hardest difficulty, the 50% core stats also adds 10% extra damage, only in the final one. And then I forget the exact percentages for the season points, but it's I want to say it's like 50%, 100%, 125%, and 150%.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. But yeah, so you'll get more season points for doing the higher level version, and it even says like this difficulty slider unlocks once your alliance is cleared. And I think these are at 60%. You have to hit the 60% mark in both raids for that. But yeah, you can read the specifics. It's just a bunch of code explaining a little bit about how the difficulty slider works.
All right, and we talked about this in the previous video, the Cull Obsidian kit. Check out the normal news video for that, because we do talk about the Cull Obsidian kit there and the rest of the Black Order kit. All right, and that is about it, my friend. What do you think of all these data mines? I'm very excited about this real-time PvP details. I'm excited that they're updating some of these achievements for more players like us that have been playing for a long time now. So, any final thoughts on this data mine that we saw?
No, yeah, I mean, I'm glad they're improving the achievements. They seem to be addressing a good amount of things that we've been asking them to look into. So I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, like you mentioned with the live PvP, prior to seeing this data mine, I was like, I'm so ready for live PvP. All these people, been making all sorts of claims about my capabilities as a player. I can't wait to silence those voices. And I started doing a little bit of my own smack talking, and I'm now realizing, like, oh, this is not.
I'm gonna have to learn more.
Yeah,
not just what I know now. I have to learn how to manipulate this system.
There's gonna be some people on day one that whoop me on stream, and then mock me, and they're gonna shout out, such and such alliance is better than casinos, and just dips or whatever. But so yeah, I got that to look forward to. But I'm still looking forward to live PvP. I'll get a hang of it. But yeah, it's a bit more like chess than I expected.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It may be great. From what I'm hearing, it sounds like it's going to be great from all the feedback that we've gotten on this. So, and yeah, anything else you want to add about these data mines that we just saw?
No, I think there's plenty enough to talk about, but I imagine we'll get even more in the coming days. So.
Yes, usually updates give a lot of more information about what is coming up, guys. So stay tuned for this channel. Stay tuned to Khasino's channel. Make sure you check his Discord out. Anything else you want to promote before you go?
Yeah, I do daily live streams on YouTube. YouTube.com/Khasino between 5 and 6 p.m. Go check it out.
Cool. And the links are down below, guys. And if you want to see who Armless Tiger Man is, make sure you check out Khasino's latest video that he did on his channel. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys had fun looking at some data mines. Hopefully you guys check out the real news video. I mean, this is a real news video as well. It's just like a part 2 of the news video. But yeah, make sure you guys check out part 1 with all the rest of the news and our thoughts on the full Black Order kit and all their kits. There's some info on them, everything else. And I will see you guys next time. Subscribe, like, share, all that stuff, guys. And check me out on social media. Check out some of the links down below that support the channel. And I will see you guys next time. Khasino, give me a Hulk fist bump, baby. Where's that lineup? There it is. ValleyFlyin out.